Strange days indeed, sometimes you just have to improvise. My name's Charlie Mossbrook. If you're looking for a place to discover new music with interviews and live performances from different songwriters each week, welcome to Charlie's Open Mic. If you enjoy this content, please hit the subscribe button down below. That'll help us grow. Hey, welcome to the show. Today I lined up a really great guest for you. Unfortunately, since that time, civilization has kind of spun out of control and we're forced to improvise a little bit. Daryl and I were really excited. We felt like we had gotten the lighting where we kind of wanted it with the last episode. We had some other ideas for improving the show. And ultimately, I asked Daryl to stay home. We're dealing right now with something called Covid19, if you're watching this in the distant future. Covid-19 is this virus that's become this pandemic. Look it up in the history books if that's how far in the future you are. If you're within a year, 10 years, 20 years, you probably remember this because it's an interesting time, to say the least. And we've been told to shut down every major event that's going on. As a concert presenter with an organization that I'm involved with called FolkNet, we've had to cancel our event that was going to happen tomorrow evening, St. Patrick's Day show that we had with a group called February Sky, and they won't be making the show. We've postponed them, and everything, we're all working as best we can with the circumstances that we're dealing with, but it's really strange times. A lot of musicians are dealing with a lot of cancellations, so people aren't getting paid, and it is a difficult time. I asked Daryl to stay home. I'm dealing with what's probably a normal spring cold, just a light spring cold, but any sense of illness, and I think it's best for us all to just get away from the public, get away from people, and let's not spread this thing around. So I just decided I'd pull out the iPad and try to do this on my own. So I'm just doing this solo. We're going to go with one shot today. Hopefully not too much editing, just try to make this quick and easy. But at the same time, with everything being canceled and all of us stuck in our own homes, YouTube seems like a logical place to try to entertain people, and I'm sure we could all use a little entertainment. Stu, I'm going to sing a song for you. So one of the issues going on is that our government's a little behind. They haven't really responded to this issue as quickly as we would have hoped. This reminds me of another time in our fairly recent history, going back to Hurricane Katrina in Louisiana and Mississippi, when those areas were devastated, and it seemed like the government really just hadn't gotten their act together to do what they needed to do. There are times when circumstances are beyond everybody's control, and you just hope that everybody is trying to work ahead of the situation and trying to do their best. And then there are times when you feel like they're not trying, and that's kind of where I feel like we're at right now. And I'm not trying to make a political statement. I just feel like there's sort of a lack of leadership, at least on the federal level. Statewide in Ohio, our governor, who is a Republican, just like the president, has been doing a tremendous job. So if I want to knock down any kind of sense of partisan bickering, our Republican governor is doing a very good job of dealing with this crisis. Our president, I'm not convinced. And I really am trying not to make this much of a political show. But being where we're at in our history right now, it is what it is. And I wrote this song back during Hurricane Katrina about the same kind of sense of helplessness. And it's called Who Here Will Lead Us? Who here will lead us? And who here can we trust? And who here have the wise men prophesied? And will it be a fallen soldiers, or mother to step forward? Or will it be victim of the storm. And is it you, or is it I, or is it something deep inside? And is there someone here to lead us this time? Is there someone here to lead us this time? And now there's someone in a vision, or someone in a prison, or someone that hasn't yet been born. And will we know them when we see them? We'll sell them out for treason, renounce them as they step beyond the norm. And is it you, or is it I, or is it something deep inside? Is there someone here to lead us this time? Is there someone here to lead us this time? So it has been a really strange week here. Everything's shut down. I haven't left the house since Wednesday morning. I think when we heard that Tom Hanks had contracted the virus and that the NBA and the NCAA had shut down all of their events, things really sunk in that this was kind of a desperate situation. That this was a critical time for us as a planet, really. Probably more so as a species than a planet. It is a critical time as a planet, environmentally, of course. But it is a strange time. On a personal level, with musicians losing a lot of income and a lot of events being shut down, there are other kinds of events being shut down. Daryl, who's our videographer normally, canceled a trip to New Orleans where he was going to a wedding because the people having the wedding decided they didn't want to put people at risk and force people to travel long distances. I also just learned that a friend of mine is postponing a memorial service for her husband, Mark Mandello. He is a great friend. Whenever I travel the West Coast, I stay with them out in the LA area. Really wonderful people. And I'd been learning this song for that service, and I'm going to play that song in a minute. But I also wanted to reflect on, on a personal side, I lost a good friend, a wonderful folk singer, a friend of Farm. Farm is the Folk Alliance Region Midwest, and I'm on the board of that. And Doug has been just a tremendous friend to that organization. He's been our registrar in the past for our conferences. So whenever you walk into the conference, one of the first faces you see is Doug, and he's just always smiled. Just a sweet, loving man, loved folk music, loved everybody involved in it. And this past week, he passed away from complications from a lung transplant. It just broke my heart on top of everything else going. And I was dealing with that grief, dealing with the situation going on in this country. And then yesterday afternoon, I learned that another friend of mine and a member of our board from the FolkNet organization that I'm involved with passed away yesterday afternoon, and his name was Tom Ball. A very sweet man, loved folk music. So Northern Ohio, from the Akron area out to Lima, Ohio, where Doug Adams is from, we lost just two tremendous lovers of folk music, people who really did a lot for this music and did a lot for the musicians. Between Tom Ball and Doug Adams, it's been a tragic week in my heart. And one thing Tom would always say to us was, "See you on the moon." That was his sort of going. That's how he would wish you well. And the song I was learning for Mark's service, memorial service, is a song called "Standing on the Moon," written by the Grateful Dead. Robert Hunter, in particular, wrote the words to it. Jerry Garcia sang the song. And so I thought for these three men, I'd sing this song. So Doug Adams and Mark Mandello and Tom Ball, as well as Robert Hunter, who we lost a few months ago, one of the great songwriters in American songwriting, in my opinion. So I thought I'd sing this song for you and close out the show on it. I hope everybody's taking care. Please do whatever you have to do to stay healthy and keep other people healthy. Yeah, let's take care of each other. It's a strange time. If you're watching this in the future, hopefully we've rebounded. I don't know what else to say. Anyway, this is dedicated to Doug Adams, Tom Ball, Mark Mandello, and Robert Hunter. Standing on the moon, I got no cobwebs on my shoes. Standing on the moon, I feel alone and blue. And I can see the Gulf of Mexico as tiny as a tear. The coast of California must be somewhere over here, over here. And standing on the moon, I see the battle rage below. Standing on the moon, I see the soldiers come and go. And there's a metal flag beside me, someone planted long ago. Oh, glory standing stiffly, crimson, white, and indigo. Oh, glory standing stiffly, crimson, white, and indigo, indigo. I see all of Southeast Asia. I can see El Salvador. I hear the cries of children and the other songs of war. And it's like a mighty melody that comes down from the sky. Standing here upon the moon, now watch it all roll by, and all roll by, and all roll by. Standing on the moon with nothing left to do, a lovely view of heaven, but I'd rather be with you, be with you. Standing on the moon, I see a shadow on the sun. Standing on the moon, the stars fade one by one, and I can hear a cry victory and another of defeat. A scrap of angel lullaby down some forgotten street. Standing on the moon, where talk is cheap and vision true. Standing on the moon, I'd rather be with you. Somewhere in San Francisco, on a back porch in July, just looking back at heaven from this crescent in the sky, in the sky. Standing on the moon with nothing left to do, and lovely view of heaven, but I'd rather be with you, be with you. I'd rather be with you, I'd rather be with you. I'd rather be with you, I'd rather be with you. Yeah, this time of isolation is weird, and I really would rather be with you, and hopefully this helps you out a little bit, gives you something to watch and do. Thank you for watching today. This is trying time for all of us, and I hope everybody comes through this okay. I hope your health is strong. Thanks to Daryl and Alexis Annis and Rebecca Wolliver, who were supposed to work with us today to create this production for Understanding. That we had to postpone. I think it's best for everybody. I think they agreed. I don't think there was actually any argument at all. I think we all just agreed that it was best to put this off. But thank you for watching. We'll see you again next week, if not sooner. I may do a few little productions between now and then, just because, hey, we need to be entertained. I wanted to watch basketball last night. There was no basketball. So I'm going to try to do my best to supplement these things as we can. Do take care, and thanks for watching Charlie's Open Mic. We'll see you next time.